Live and alive, large and in charge, here at the Upper Yoder Township Supervisors meeting. Again, January 16th, 2025. Everybody's pulling in, showing up, all that fun stuff. I'm still sitting in my truck where it's nice and warm. Gonna be heading in here in just a moment. I like to head in about now. So pretty snowy night out tonight. It's gonna keep the attendance down, I'm sure. So we're gonna go in here, turn the truck off. Gonna head inside. Fair amount of snow. It's not super cold. What's up? Like that. Good. Yours? Good.
Uneventful, you know.
Yeah, good. Santa Claus bring everything you wanted?
Yeah, peace and quiet.
There you go. See, you got to be realistic about what you ask Santa for. Sometimes he can provide.
It's like peace and quiet. I'm good with that. I'm
gonna catch the agenda here, and then I'll be in.
All right, dude.
Brr. It's cold.
Dad retires from it. My dad retires from it.
Karen. I'm cold. Honestly. Lots of snow. It looks beautiful.
Nice white snow.
Yeah.
It's all dirty.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Okay, how are you? You work today? Not today. I was here yesterday all day. I was here maybe an hour today. Just to, because I'm not getting much mail now, you know?
Yeah.
Hi, Greta. Hello.
Your sister lives there, because I was gonna say, if you ever want
It is
to
on.
stay.
Yeah, that's right in second and just cross.
Neutral.
I'm senior.
That's okay. Put it neutral.
No.
Yeah. If you have a standard in this snow, you're golden.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
That's the only thing I miss my.
I don't have issues.
So Betsy
Everyone else.
and his truck, because there's 4 of them that went to Long Island,
Oh,
they
that's
had
right.
to deliver
You did
tanks.
go there.
I don't know, where is that now? What's the PHM thing he said? Something like this. No, he had on Snapchat.
Yes, it is still snowing.
Mm-hmm.
Looks bare without that. That's really cute. As it goes with that pin.
Oh,
You
no.
know, they don't have this over there, I'll tell you.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, I was over there for, conference yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
And anything. I'm like,
How was the Crescent Mountain?
that's where I hit the snow.
That's where it was at.
Mhm.
But
So I
then
mean,
once
they
you started
put it
going
on
down,
site.
it's gone.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
down and
It's
out
worse
here.
now than what it was when I left.
Yeah. And I had to go teach a class in Somerset, at the Somerset Library Tuesday night, and it was,
Somerset's getting hit pretty bad. This is like the old time snows.
I know, I just
Yes,
wish I was
but you-
able to be out playing in it.
but you know what?
What
I
was
walked
it,
out of
like
my house
93,
in the,
94?
in the free
Oh my
will
God,
kids,
that's
these
dumb.
kids for sled riding
Down
the
Grandma's
hill.
Hill.
Blizzard in '93. That was a good time. I delivered newspapers
Grandma's
through that.
Hill.
No,
I remember it being
That
almost
is
up to the
Grandma's
top
Hill.
of my
Oh,
parents'
yeah, I guess
garage.
it's right.
yeah, my house, my
There's
Yeah,
like
house
a
was
split
on
on my sister's swing set that you could still see, that was it.
So I was a little bit smaller.
Uh-huh.
The first day that really came down, so I used to carry newspapers, right? Paper bags come down to about right here on kid about
Didn't even know I do that.
this big. And I was plowing snow with the newspaper. They were getting, the paper was getting soaked. Like, there was no point, like,
We didn't put them in bags back then, huh?
Well-
Oh, yeah.
No, I
you were,
trying to
say.
put them in the bag.
you could.
I learned how to roll them.
Yeah.
Because they gave us rubber bands,
Yes.
but then I ran out of rubber bands, and I wasn't gonna buy more rubber bands, so I learned how to roll them.
Yeah, they had, like, well, kids had to buy those.
Yeah,
Like, that was
we-
crazy.
roll them.
I had a bag, but
Donnie had two.
Donnie had shopping for the shopper,
Oh, for the shop,
I have one in here.
which they don't,
That didn't
They
pay
don't get
anything
right
at
Uh-uh.
all. It was like $20 a month or something.
Yeah.
It was like
we
a.
used to,
Hey, listen,
we used to use,
back then, $20 went a long way.
Three- you
What
think
more
about
it does
really-
now?
but
further
$3,
yes.
We're probably about the same age. You're not talking to your kids. I know how far $20 went back then. Okay, it didn't go that far.
but $3.
More than it does now.
But I-
Now
Way
it's just a
further.
loaf on the bread.
Yeah, but I think three, because you used to turn into bottles, I'd go to A&P and turn into the Coca-Cola bottles.
5 cent
And the money,
bottles.
Mhm.
and the money that I would collect from there, I would go over to the golf course and golf in the summer.
Oh, wow.
And I never paid for a ball because we always finished up golfing and then we put all our clubs away. We'd come back in the evening, we'd go in the woods and collect all the balls.
You just dated yourself. You're somewhere in your 50s.
Yep.
No, seriously, I'm
Yeah.
almost, I'm 47, okay, and like people your age had the, like, I remember when they closed the A&P, okay, and then it became the Giant Eagle.
Yeah.
I remember the old Giant Eagle that was in the back of the building, was in the
Yes,
back of the
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, and then there were those two metal half, like, I don't know what they were buildings, like they looked like airport hangars or something.
Oh, yeah. like
down
down
there.
there.
The armory.
Yeah, no.
Across the
Yeah,
street from there, like between there and the old, the Dollar General, which was,
Yeah, you had Stuber's, the car wash, and it was,
How you doing, bro?
oh my
How
gosh.
you doing?
I thought it was
Oh,
Morris's
the dream.
Paper.
You have the
Did they have
Mercedes
something
out
in
there.
there?
Oh, yeah.
The doctor's office
Everything
at
doesn't
one
move.
time.
Well,
They
the
were
doctor's
not
office,
talking about
this is way before that. Yeah, it was a warehouse, and it was,
right.
yeah, I
I
think
remember
it
that.
gave it a D.
Was it why?
Just let it sit
Store
there.
there for a
They had
while,
something
too,
in
so
there.
like, 'cause my dad used to.
That, I don't
Yeah.
think that lasted real long,
No,
did it?
But I remember Stuber's.
I remember Gatling, you know.
Oh, yeah, we were walking up in the woods.
Okay, so what was the name of the restaurant?
Joey Dell's?
At the corner was
Corner.
Dell's, and then it went
D&D's.
then it was D&D's
Okay.
restaurant, that was the last one.
Okay.
And then Joey owned the two houses where
Do you remember-
Costelli's place
Yes,
is now,
because there was a White House.
which he called the party house, and that's where he used to rent out to the
I used to
kids
be,
from UPJ.
yes, because I
And
used
they
to be
come there and
friends with
party.
someone who lived there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and now I think Costelli's kid lives in Joey's older one.
Really?
Yeah, Costellic owns a little building.
Yeah.
If you wanted to run into anything
Oh,
on
really?
WJAC, like on-air personality, you could go down there like either before or after,
Yeah.
like, to run the news, and they'd be there.
Uh-huh. Donnie used to be in romper room up there.
No, I was. Donnie, I don't think Donnie was in Romper Room, I was.
Now we're going up into the
Well, we're
cemetery.
going first, Dawn.
We used to go up into the cemetery and play.
Well, that's how we used to cut through. We used to walk up our road,
Yeah.
We've got to
down, and then, yep.
I'm not putting a grinder
That's a
pump
long
You were cool when you had a bike.
Well, we're probably gonna cut
I had banana seeds and
I
hand-me-downs
lived
from.
houses down from it. Was there good? We were?
We'll just see what's.
Hi, how are you?
We'll play.
Oh, yeah.
No.
M's is not as satisfactory as Mr.
No.
Mr. Foods was, that was a,
What's up, buddy?
I liked him.
You got paperwork for me?
The long
Okay, good.
They're still,
They're still around.
they're still around.
Karen wanna stay
No,
over?
no, you don't.
She had a good haircut, that's why we're late.
So,
She went over to, Conservation, they were here.
Yeah,
Or,
Maryland.
You can't let him run around without you.
no, hey, thank you guys, always, forever,
anything from the night.
Holiday good?
Was that?
Holiday
Oh,
good?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uneventful.
Well, we were, that's good. I think I missed the December meeting here. We were looking for, when we were out with Santa.
I told you that.
I went down, I was in the
So
winter.
hard. You met, it was so hard to see where everybody was. I had the hair on my head. It's the only time I have hair on my head.
Oh, you know what, who would buy? They had, oh, that was how I had a truck. I had
Mm-hmm.
a couple bags of candy and,
So there must be some in there you can use, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all good, but I mean, it's
That's priceless.
oh, did you?
it's.
You want to?
Yeah, well, we go ride around. Each vehicle has, well, 100 or something.
Yeah,
Each vehicle has like 100 trash bags together.
yeah.
And we were trying to borrow from each other and they all ran out. And we were all different parts of our business.
Well, I could have donated a couple bags. I had extra bags because he doesn't
out
need it. I don't really need it, so.
Only the ones I'm worried about, the two-wheel drive, but the four-way's only going 5 miles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the ones I'm worried about. You got a lot. Couldn't find anything.
Oh, it's up, oh, you came down on your bike?
I went down with your.
He found it.
Yeah, I was up there.
It looked good. You have to ask, you know.
It's still around. He has it.
I know, my grandson.
And we did take a kid who was like 16 behind the lane, and he was.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus, Dave. I bet. I mean,
Your Alex was like, and I go, but I couldn't do anything then, and I was thinking, okay, well, I said, he looked like he could run more like. I had frequency.
I said to him,
you hit a freedom truck. It sure does. Hey, it's all for the best. It's all for the best. It's all for the best.
There you go. Good. Yeah. Not much else to do.
Yeah, I was tracking because both vehicles came up on.
Good evening, call this meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I'd like to start off with the approval of tonight's agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Moved. Next, I want to move on to the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting from December 19th, and the reorganization and regular meeting from January 6th, 2025.
Make the motion to accept both.
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Moved. Public comment period on any agenda items at this time.
Yeah, I want to say something quickly about your approval of other funds and expenditures. I hope you guys are approving something to compensate me for the violations to my civil rights and, the continued cover-up of some violence, of some crimes that were committed against me. That's all I have to say about agenda items.
Anyone else? Yes.
Yeah, I had requested a meeting because I had some things to present to you guys. I don't know if that's later on in the business or not, so.
Anything additional, what do you have additional, Karen, from what you presented last month? You mind?
No, I don't mind. So, this was just an update to, like, the sections of the ordinance. I got one for everybody. Let me pass it here. You know what, I'll just do all of them at the same time, so that I'm not going back and forth here. And I got an email today from Cambria County concerning, that what their compensation is going to be. That too.
Why is that?
Excuse me.
Oh, no, you applied for school district was last time.
Yeah. And then this was the resolution. What we had talked about at that one. Let's see if I can keep everything in order here. Let's go down the list. I'm just trying to keep it all in order. This was what Cambria County. It's all. This was what we talked about on the ordinance, and this is what we talked about on the resolution. This year. And then I have one for Ed too. And then I did have an opportunity to talk with the collectors in Southmont, Stony Creek Township, and Westmont Borough. And Bob from Westmont is meeting with Mayor Callahan and Bill Stasko concerning theirs. They have until, they meet the second Tuesday of every month, so they still have a meeting where they can adjust theirs.
Okay.
Okay,
Anything else?
that's it.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Yes.
Am I on?
Well, sorry, Kate, sorry. Karen?
Under, I know it says, public comment period on agenda items only. If I have a question after an agenda was brought up, can I do public participation at the very end?
Absolutely.
Great, thank you.
David?
I'm requested to speak, so whenever my turn, you let me know.
Anyone else? Okay. Moving on, approval of the reports. First, the secretary, income balance, fund balances, payroll, profit and loss reports.
Motion. I'll second it.
Roll call. All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? We do roll call, Alice?
On the funds, you do.
Okay. All right. Next, I move on to the approval of general fund bills for $76,204.
I make a motion that we approve that.
All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Next is
Roll call.
a roll call.
Paul.
Aye.
Sue.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Bob.
All right, moving on to approval of other fund expenditures for $591,000.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All those in
Bob.
favor? Aye. Those opposed?
Bob.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Sue. Paul.
Thank you. All right, engineers report, Chase.
So we submitted the township's MS4 permit renewal application on March 31st, 2023. And then we're going back a good while, but you guys probably remember when we were doing all the mapping and everything to get ready to resubmit that. DEP is currently reviewing them now, and they reached out to us and Alice last month about just a couple questions concerning the inspection that they conducted in June of 2023. And during that inspection, 6 violations were noted, all of which have been addressed. 8 non-compliances were noted, and of that, 6 have been corrected, so there's 2 that are still outstanding. And keep in mind, this inspection was conducted on the 2018 to 2023 permit period. So there's annual tasks that need to be completed for this, and a lot of it's gonna be like public outreach and education, that kind of stuff, just to inform the public of, where your storm drains discharge to, what you're not supposed to put down an inlet, and that kind of stuff. And going back before COVID and whatnot, there wasn't as many of those that were completed. So that's where some of those non-compliances and those violations came from, but most of which have been addressed by now. So a couple of the things that are still outstanding, overdue permit schedule. So they need to have the township submit the 2018 MS4 status report. We were able to locate that. It was completed. I just don't think it was ever submitted to DEP, so we can get that. I mean, that one's pretty much checked off. We just got to get it submitted. All the violations, as I said before, they appear to have been corrected. That's just pending DEP's approval. And then for non-compliances, again, it's just annually review and update the list of published materials, any information on the stormwater management program, and then document and report instances of cooperation and participation of local organization and or members of the public. So kind of what that's saying is they want some kind of SOP, standard operating procedure, in place that when somebody has a stormwater complaint, there's a form here, they fill that out, the township acknowledges it, that whatever you do to follow up on it, they just want to see the documentation and how the steps go that the township's handling that. So we can kind of help come up with something for that if the board would like.
You have some type of a format for that, I mean, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And these are pretty typical. I mean, it's kind of cookie cutter comments that the majority of municipalities have been getting for this. So it's nothing outlandish or out of the ordinary. And then down at the bottom of the report, I just have a list of all the annual requirements. And again, a lot of that's just going to be review, make sure nothing's changed, and then you're good to go. You check that box. That's all I had, unless the board had other questions.
Format, do something with a letter, or some type of
Yeah,
format.
the operating procedures, absolutely.
We got a motion, we need a motion.
Bob made a motion. Second. All in favor? Aye. Those opposed?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on to unfinished business. First is tax collector compensation for the terms beginning in 2026 through 2029. Thank you, Karen, for providing that information and meeting with us last month. I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance number 275, which was enacted in 2011, to increase the current compensation from $200,000 for $2.50 a parcel to $2.75 a parcel. All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Karen, at the time, we're not gonna make any other changes to the other fee, income on that.
Okay.
All right, next up, amusement tax. In addition, just table that for tonight? Okay. Next up is the 2023 LSA grant for the police cruiser. Sue?
We did learn today from Representative Burns' office that the check is almost in the mail. By the end of January, we receive it. If we don't, then we'll reach out to Carrie at the Harrisburg office and get information from Lindsay at his office in Evansburg. And they will check on the details, but definitely by the end of January.
Anyone else? That's all? Next up is the LED conversion. Sue?
Speaks on the generator.
Generator.
Met with Mr. Walker yesterday, and he's preparing an RFP for us to move forward on that and work with Brett Yonish at East Hills Engineering.
Okay, that's all? All right, next up is the LED conversion.
Barclay Electric begins on Monday the 20th to convert the lights in this building, all three entities in this building to LED lights.
Thank you. And the LED energy conversion of the street lights.
Met with Mr. Walker yesterday again, and he reached out to First Energy to receive a map to match the 400 and some numbers we have, so that we have some idea where the numbers are on all of these lights on these poles, and then we'll have a better idea of how we're going to manage it.
Thank you. Next up is the pension plans and request for proposals. I'd like to make a motion to advertise for request for proposals for managing the township's pension plan. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Burning ban procedures, we're going to table that pending additional information.
We did locate an ordinance that addresses drought, so I've circulated that, so we'll address that the next meeting.
Okay, that works,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
I'll give you a copy of it too, Tim, just
Okay.
for you to review.
Next up, under road department, I'd like to make a motion to hire Nathaniel Albus as a full-time road department worker.
I'm gonna set the starting date as far as pending his
Pending passing of his
solar harm.
physical and his drug test.
Okay, all right. My motion, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Next, I'd like to make a motion to purchase our administrative data processing server from CVM Business Machines, not to exceed $8,000.
Second that also.
All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Chief Blake, anything in the order? Sean? Paul? No. Sue?
No?
Bob? I don't have anything. Maria, nothing? Okay. All right, next for new business. I'd like to make a motion to appoint court reporter or stenographer service. I'd like to appoint both principal and sergeants.
Who's the primary?
Pardon me?
Primary, the principal?
Yeah.
Secondary, okay.
Correct, Alice, on that? Principal. Yeah, primary would be principal, secondary would be sergeants.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
What? Those opposed? Any correspondence at this point in time? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, we did receive a letter from Westmont Hilltop Recreation Commission, just updating and requesting their funding for 2025. So we recommend having that on our February meeting agenda.
That's based per capita, correct?
Correct.
We'll have a number for next meeting.
Okay. All right. Next up, public participation. Limited to 3 minutes. David Hill.
Thank you. First question. You two, you've been coming here for the last 12 meetings. You pretending you're some kind of supervisor and him pretending he's an attorney. Go ahead, Dave. You can look at me, boy. You sit there and you lie. You made up totally false garbage about me in April. You sit there and cover for that piece of, oh, there you are, John. That lying piece of garbage back there put 2 residents' lives in danger, mine and the guy Ed brought up in December. He's a backless, spineless piece of shit. Lying. Yeah, John, you couldn't even be a cop, okay? Watch where this goes. You're done, boy. What are you gonna do? You lied to me. You wanna tell me about that story? The record's down there. Don't support it. Got nothing to say? The 3, you're not gonna say anything, right? 3 retards. That thing, you and him. Well, you know what? Obviously, it's gonna go to court. Because you lied. You lied. You should know better, Dave. Why don't you pretend instead of being a scumbag, be an attorney? Instead of being a dirtbag, why don't you be a supervisor, Schaefer? Come on, talk. Why are you speechless? You had so much to say in the April meeting. Why don't you say it now? Why are you covering for him? The guy shouldn't even be a cop. He's an absolute dirtbag. You got 3 good cops over there, Don Wire, Willie Gonzalez, and Nick Zakusia. I always joke about Nick. I said, Nick, you're a great cop. Your boss is an asshole. What are you doing with it? What are you doing about my misconduct complaints? You ignored them all. Not you, Paul. You have no brain. You sit there and try to pretend you're human. You've been covering up. You were involved in all of my complaints, all of my 911 calls. You covered them up, liar. You playing cop. Dave, that's illegal for him to play cop. He did it both. When we do it both, it's a civil matter, right? I can't believe what you guys do. Let me know when I'm done. I just can't believe it. You can sit there and pretend you're an attorney. Oh, by the way, you and, who's the other one? The other attorney involved in that, Billy. Complaint number 2 against you. I got enough to hang you on it. That's the disciplinary board of the state Supreme Court. I got enough on you now, Rayho. You guys went, you crossed the line. You can't present that false information. Why don't you question him? Let's go back and look at the 3 screens from August 24th of 2023. You want to do it, Kyle? Why are you such a dirtbag? Why are you such a spineless little worm? You're so mouthy back then. Why won't you talk? I'll be here every meeting until you're gone. Your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. Rayho, I want you here to be tortured because you need to be tortured. But that's it. I'm done for that. Oh, by the way, Alice, twice divorced old bag. Keep making up.
Okay, that's not.
Oh, yeah. Shut up, asshole! I'm not talking to you.
I'm
no.
telling you something right now. She's an employee of the township.
That's too bad.
You send her an email. She responds promptly and professionally. It's out of line to attack.
No, it's not. It's out of line for her to attack me, asshole. She attacks me every month with garbage. Oh, I claimed Blake was altered phone calls. No, I didn't. He laughed at me. He called me. She sat there and said, I complained about the same. Right. Yeah, it's my life.
You responded to professionally all the time.
Shut up, asshole.
All right.
Oh, good. We're done.
Anybody else under public participation?
Yeah, I'd like to speak for 3 minutes if that's okay.
Go ahead, John.
Oh, does anybody else want to speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll try. I agree with Dave and his frustration about the way things are handled around here, okay? Proof's in the pudding that Chief Blake is still your chief, okay? I don't know how much more you guys need to see or to prove to you guys about how bad of a cop he really is, okay? You guys had enough warnings about Novotny, okay? That he was a wife beater, okay? Susquehanna Township didn't want to hire him, okay? But you guys hired him anyway. I don't understand what your excuse is about Blake, okay? I too will not stop coming here until something's done about that. Okay, so you took a step in the right direction at the reorganization meeting by removing him from police commissioner. But as I understand it right now, there was nothing on the agenda about any kind of oversight of the police department now as it is. So there is no, apparently there's no oversight of the police department. I asked you guys at the reorganization meeting how that was going to work. I would assume that Dave would have come up with something for you guys to do something. I suggested a citizen review board. So then when your chief doesn't do his job, citizens of Upper Yoder Township could handle complaints, okay? Because, and listen, Paul, I get it. You might not have known what you were doing, but you really didn't handle any complaints that I did, any complaints that I've had about him. You didn't handle him and Novotny harassing me, okay? And I'm still waiting. Dave, you indicated at the meeting that you would meet with me. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it here, and we're not.
I'm telling you, if there's something about storage and towing fees, I ask that you put that in writing to the town.
Not a problem. I can do that. Okay, not a problem. Okay, and you know, I do this to bring. I put this on on the board here or on my YouTube channel to bring dark light to the darkness. Okay, so other people that can't make it out on nights like this, they can watch it. Okay, there are 8 people watching right now that I imagine are probably people that are interested in what goes on here in your township. Okay, and I want to know personally, okay, why Police Commissioner Pioli was at the appeals that I had to file over the harassment that I had to endure over 2 of your cops harassing me. Nobody's explained to me why he started harassing me. The first time I met him was to file a complaint when I saw a state trooper who has ties to this township flying up Goucher Street in October, November-ish of 2022. Okay, he informed me absolutely wrong and improperly that he has no jurisdiction to file a charge on a state trooper. I had video evidence, I had everything, and he refused. Okay, and I've said that's a 14th Amendment violation because the jurisdiction says I have protections from the law too. Okay, and like I said, my truck was stolen. Okay, I had to and. Do you know what it's like to know that a cop or a whole police department is harassing you? Okay, when they're sitting 100 feet from your house. Okay, that if he wants to, he can shoot me, and as far as I know, nobody will do anything about it. Okay, that's very frightening. Okay, and I've lost I don't know how much sleep over it. Okay, I would like to speak with you about this all, okay? Because like I said, okay, I'm not going to. I understand people make mistakes. I've made mistakes in the past, okay? And you know what? I've done my best to make any mistake I've ever made right, okay? Because I don't want to go around with that on my conscience, okay? And it's not right what was done to me. It's not right what was done to Dave. Okay, it's not right what was done to some people who you know, the problem, the real crux of the problem is your police chief back there. Okay, he has no business in a position of authority. Okay, I have a whole YouTube channel, over 100 videos. Okay, and I don't know how many of them are dedicated to him and him not doing his job properly, or him and telling his police officers not to do his job properly. Okay, and I suspect it was from him because partly it was because of him. He refused to hold any of these officers accountable. It took me suing one of them in federal court. Okay, I'm trying to do you guys a favor in speaking with Dave about settling this. I'm almost done. I'll wrap it up. About settling this, okay, out of court, because you guys have insurance issues now because of your police chief. Okay, I would suggest that you guys do something to get rid of him. Okay, before West Hills takes you over. Okay. But you guys really need to address the fact that he has been a bad cop. Thank you for acknowledging what I'm saying, Kyle. Thanks everybody for giving me the extended time. I appreciate that. Thanks.
Just as a FYI, you should probably, if you didn't receive it already, you should probably be getting something from West Hills. Should probably come from Kevin Strock. in relationship to Breezewood Drive, which is located in Ferndale Borough. Over the summer, there was a call that occurred on Breezewood Drive. It was listed in the CAD system from the Cambria GIS system as being in Upper Yoder Township. It is not in Upper Yoder Township, it's in Ferndale Borough. They have been working to rectify that problem. Kevin informed me that what will have to happen is that there'll be a letter coming to you guys. It's either going to come to you guys or the zoning board to indicate that you guys verify that Breezewood Drive is in Ferndale Borough, not in Upper Yoder Township.
Where is it?
Breezewood Drive is if you go down Summit Avenue, you make a right and go down Glenwood. And when you go down all the way down Glenwood, you got to make a right, and it's literally on by the cliff. If you're down on Ferndale Avenue at the bridge and you look straight up, those houses are Breezewood Drive. So our ambulance was called there for a call is what was supposed to be, but yeah, it basically what happens is it creates an issue of law enforcement issue, fire issue, because if it is outside there, technically, if Upper Yoder Police is called there, they don't, by authority, don't have the jurisdiction based off the municipal codes. Just as an FYI.
They never stopped them before. They don't care what their jurisdiction is. They'll just pull somebody over or hold a gun to their head.
Anybody else under public participation? Karen? Neil?
So I had a question about the new business, the court reporter stenographer service. Is that there will be recording on the meetings?
It can be for any township meeting that we designate there.
Okay, so do they show up at every township meeting?
They could if we request them. Yes, they could.
Do we routinely use them for the
They
plan?
have to be used for the zoning.
Yeah, the zoning hearing
Zoning
board
hearing.
already uses them.
Oh, okay, because I didn't
It's
know
required.
if that was piggyback off my question about whether or not these meetings are recorded, so, okay.
Is this a standard? I think this is standard. We do it every year. And
Oh,
that's why
all
we
right.
have it on.
All right, good to know. And then the other question is, can I just get some more information about the streets, the LED streetlights?
What type of information?
You said that now the state or somebody has to look at the state routes, the lights on the state route?
Yeah, we've reached out,
Right.
to the PennDOT
Right,
to discuss whether or not what we can do in changing them or
Yeah.
altering them in any way. Obviously, First Energy knows all of those answers.
Okay.
And we'll be working with them.
Uh-huh.
But every time we want to talk with somebody, often there's a snowstorm. There's a few of them. Yeah, and it's impossible right now for us to walk out and walk up to every pole and look at it's not good weather.
right,
And what we plan to do is if we have the map, which Mr. Walker has requested, it'll be a lot easier for us to make some decisions on where the first 12 are, and then after that, every 24 will be done.
oh, okay,
It's not all at once, and it'll be over a period of time.
sure, okay, great, that's all I have, thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
Anyone else?
Just an additional comment. I'd just like the record to show the disappointment that I wasn't allowed to meet with you as requested. And for the 2026 to 2029 compensation for that 4 years.
Okay, all right,
Thank you.
thank you. Anyone else? We are gonna go into executive session and we will not re-adjourn this. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Davey, drop that.
About the gas. It was the mailer.
Drop that.
I dropped it.
Yeah, you dropped that. I think I might have fallen, but that goes to them. I'm pretty sure. Hi, Bob. How you doing, bud? He's good. He's good. He's taking a nap.
Keeping them nice and warm.
Trying to. I'll tell him you said hello. All right, buddy. See you, bud.
You can? Okay.
You, Tim. You're now forever you, Tim.
What's that?
You're now forever you Tim in my mind.
Oh,
Like YouTube, you're you Tim.
So for work,
Yeah.
I'm TIM,
Okay.
because there's multiple ones, so I'm
Okay,
just the
right,
TIM.
okay, makes sense, yeah.
Although, Tim too, but.
Have a good night, Alice. Take care. Yep, I don't have far to go. You be careful. Watch for deer. Greta, have a good evening.
You too?
I always.
Not a deer.
What's that?
Need anymore. I already got my deer for the year.
I haven't got one yet this year, but it's only January. A little bit of outside, do a little wrap up. Okay, it's cold outside. I should put my key fob in my pocket so then it's not, then I could start my truck. I'm cold. Oh hey, to my channel viewers, hey, I want to make aware of this. The lost puppy dog. This is my mail lady's dog. If you see her, if you see this dog, please call the number on the thing there. Please, that would be very good. Thanks for coming, Karen. Have a good night. You see ya.
Some of your fan base tonight.
Oh yeah? You have to tell me about it off camera. Thanks, Karen. Oh boy, it is cold. It's beautiful, the snow coming down though. That short is pretty.
They're no good.
Oh boy. Spin that around there. Yeah, no habanero tonight, but definitely a little bit of Tabasco sauce on tonight's meeting, Dave.
No habanero tonight?
No habanero. Maybe a little maybe a little Tabasco from you, bud. But yeah, sure.
Isn't it funny? 18 months, I finally get to testify against the driver who's been trying to kill me. But listen, let's go over a real thing. I look at that punk Schaefer, who's an absolute clown, a janitor Ray whore who pretends to be an attorney. I ask him for an answer. They won't say a word. They don't say a word. Alice writes garbage about me every month in her minutes, and I get mad, and they tell me not to talk like that. Silence me, boys.
Well,
bring it on, boys.
And you know I call it like I see it, okay?
Yeah.
Them not responding to you is them respecting your time and being quiet.
Right.
When you were done, they could have said something, which would have been the right thing to do. That's what I have to say.
Well, they don't do the right thing. I mean, Kyle Schaefer's a self-serving piece of crap. Oh, a bank vice president. Yeah, you're one step above a pedophile, just like a car salesman. You don't care about people, all about image. Ray whore, you're a pathetic excuse for an attorney. Oh, disciplinary board claim against you and everybody else involved that's an attorney. We're not going to put up with this. I guarantee you guys, you're going to lose. And Pioli, he's still sitting there out of brain. He yelled at me. I'm like, I'm so scared. What's he going to do? I said, he's the one who goes out to the ridge and does pajama parties with Blake. Two grown men sitting there having an affair. I'm sorry, John. I can't help it. Anyway,
No worries, man. I encourage people to freely express their opinions here on my channel. That's something that if there's not a forum or a venue for somebody to say what they really fucking want to say it here. Because I mean, you know what I mean? Because they watch every second of it. You know what I mean? And I think. I think what we do here does do some good, and
priceless.
A
couple of things I want to mention though. This is 2 meetings now that Blake sat there in the corner with his tail between his legs and whatever else he does.
He needs to go.
Well, he's got.
He just needs to go.
Here's a funny story.
He
Word on the street is that he's actually like snooping around for a possible alternative employment.
Good.
He's going to have to move out of the ridge. But the other the other part of that story is too.
Walmart's hiring greeters.
I hear-
All perpetually. I mean, he could go there. I mean, he'd be good at that. I mean, that's something.
Hey, John, I want to tell you now at the end of the video, Blake, I said, this is absolutely hilarious. You know what? I hear you're so upset because you have to put up with me and Klanch trashing you. Well, you're a piece of crap. You need to be trashed. You know, we put garbage out every Monday morning. Oh, you live out at the Ridge Free. You better put your garbage out there every Monday morning too. You should put yourself out there with the garbage. That's where you belong, boy. And a story for tonight.
You know, on a human level, I'm not going to agree on that. I think every human has a little bit of value in them. But his badge and his gun, he should throw that away. And his uniform and all his cop equipment, he should throw that away. And like I said, man, you know, like Lowe's, the Garden Center, maybe. Okay, Home Depot then.
Lowe's. No.
Walmart it is. Sam's Club. Sam's Club.
Wait, Dollar General. Dollar General.
No. Oh well.
No.
No.
Hey, John Blake, give me a call.
Dollar General treats those people bad enough. They gave him a manager's job, and he would be evil. No. Sam's Club. He can work at Sam's Club. Checking the. Do they still check you when you come in?
I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've been in a Sam's Club, but that's what he could do. He respect his authority.
But so
God damn it, it's cold.
It's so amazing, though. They sit there and act all tough and special. I ask for a question, they won't answer it. You presented false information about me. You covered up for police misconduct. You ignored a life-threatening situation for 18 months. 18 months. And you allow them to get away with it. Then you get upset because the lady that writes garbage about me in the minutes every month, I attacked her. She needs to be attacked. She's a nasty old bag.
When's your hearing?
February 3.
Okay.
So that's it for now. Stay tuned. We'll do a video.
Yeah, we will. I will be standing right here. There will be a live stream kicking, and I'll leave my phone out here or whatever, and you know.
All good.
You know.
Well, that's it for tonight.
Yep.
Dave, over and out. John, always a
Appreciate
pleasure,
you,
my
buddy.
man.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Yep. So, okay, guys, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm freezing, so I'm going to wrap this up real quick. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, I don't really care, but leave a comment anyway. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the new subscribers, too. Thank you for coming and watching, the shares of my videos. Thanks for helping me get the word out about what goes on around here. And I'll keep you updated. Thanks, guys. Peace.